So, update on the project. Just remember to promise my mom a vase. So, currently printing that out. That will take me about, I think, 36 hours. Got your foxtail, dude. It's done. Honestly, I kind of expected this to be a bit bigger considering how long it took to print. But, anyway, it's finished. So, um, in my last video, I listed a bunch of projects that I'm going to work on. And I think considering the result of the 5.7 magazines, they are a little bit more complicated than I expected. So we are going to go with a much simpler design. And I want to start off with a pretty easy success, then smash my head against the wall for 10 fucking months or weeks. Or maybe even days if we're lucky. But we are going to start with the speed loader for my shotgun here. Now, the design on this shouldn't be very complicated because I see online that there's an astounding amount of people who are selling 3D prints for said feature that I'm looking for. It's a nice little speed loader that you would put in a shotgun, right? And then you would shunk, and your tube is full. They're selling the 3D printed objects. Could you guess what they're not sharing? The CAD files themselves, the G-code. I kind of need that. I have sent a message to one of them. I hope to get a reply back because it basically just asks, hey, can I print my own? If they tell me to go kick sand, then I will say, fuck you, I'm going to create my own, and then I'm going to distribute it freely on the web of things, because that's what this technology is for. We are insane around here. So, it appears that it shouldn't be really complicated. It is just a little, so you're going to have something that comes down and is pulled against the receiver itself. Now we can do some exact measuring, and that part that you're going to be slamming into here in order to keep it steady as you feed rounds into it definitely has to be reinforced somehow. Currently haven't figured out a way on how I can do that. I've been thinking that we could just create a nice little metal tip and slide it on in there. But currently I can't find anything that would fit the exact dimensions I need in order for it to work. What do I mean by that? Well, there's two ways you can design something. You can make it perfect and amazing, or you can make it easy for your layman to make it. I typically go for the second option because while I can go out and borrow one of the mills on my work and precision machine myself a little tip, not everybody has access to that kind of technology. So I'm trying to limit myself. I've been looking at things. I've tried using the top of an Altoids can. The dimensions will not work out for it. Simple stuff like that. So I've just been walking around trying to get inspiration. So that's one of them. But regardless, I could still make the actual speed loading mechanism itself without actual sleeve for something that's metallic. Why? Well, it'll just work only for like 30 times. Then you have to reprint a new sleeve. So, I'm thinking we can make it a quick swap, right? You'll build one tube, and then you'll have the part that gets damaged with use. You can easily swap that out as you need it in order to save up on the printing time. I think I got a solution to this because I'm pretty sure that anybody with a 3D printer also should have access to a soldering iron, or at least can heat up the tip of their nozzle. So we can make a nice little puzzle piece. You slide that bit in, and then with a soldering iron, you just melt it together by yourself, or you can use the little nozzle and turn it on and be a little bit more hodgepodgey. I think that would be a willing compromise until I can figure out another solution that would be at equal to. Now thinking about it, a bottle cap could suffice that if I guess a bottle cap could work. Like for your beer or something, how fun would that be? You have an excuse to go to the store and buy one and be like, Gotta make us magazines, honey. Pop one with the boys. Make every single one of them. A little faster. That would be good. So my problem, the problem is how would I make sure that this doesn't move when it's not supposed to? Because you got to think it's coming in the receiver, and then it's gonna try to push in the stopper thingy. Yeah, we're gonna name it that. So far I haven't worked out a solution for that, but I think I got one, and I haven't worked out a solution, but I think I got one. What I mean by that is I haven't tested a solution, but I think I got one that I can test. Is that if we have the part that comes in, the part that's supposed to be metal, come in and scrape all the way up, you know, it's a shotgun or whatever, do what you can do, right? And it comes here, we can create nice little ridges on the top, and so you would basically come in and you would feed it in, and then the part will guide your hand forward until it's at the optimum load angle. So, how do I explain it? You have this right here, it's going to go in, and it's going to try to push that little gate back. But, it'll be hinged up, and there'll be like claws at the top. So, when it comes into there, it's going to try to push that back. But as it pushes it back, there'll be claws here that come up to stop it from moving forward. And then that will hold it still just enough so you can feed in the rounds, 12 gauge shells. And then it will be as quick as going, and bam, you have a loaded shotgun. Now, there's a benefit to this design. Number one, I think it will be easier to work and to, it'll be easier than that website's version of the speed loader. Which is, you got to actually create a special attachment for your shotgun that comes out of the receiver like that in order to hook it in. Mine would go in the tube itself, and it will fit practically almost any receiver that you have as long as it's tube fed. I think I will apply for a patent on this, maybe. And just to spite that company, I will not give it to them because fuck them. I mean, it's a 3D printable object. It probably costs you $5 at most, and you're charging $35. Yeah. Don't appreciate it. At least give me the CAD files so you can make my job slightly easier. But as soon as I get this finished, I'll upload it on Thingiverse. I actually gotta create space for my hard drive in order to download the Fusion 360 program that I'm going to use to make this. Yeah, so that's the direction I'm going right now. Soon I'll be a nice little warlord sitting here with all my magazines printed in there. Update on my concussion that I received on Thursday, which was the 6th. It's doing great. I got to go to work in for 10 hours today. I don't know how that's going to go. But the lights don't hurt as much. Easter sucked. Like, people were trying to talk to me, now just sit there and, like, yeah. So I'm a little bit out of it, clearly. My eyes are strained. But my job's fairly easy. I think I have it easier than most. So I should be able to pull through. Just hope I'm not too much of a trouble to what I'm working with. But yeah. Oh, update on the Ninetale thing. This thing will actually be, I don't know, by the time it finishes that vase, which, yeah, like I said, is a day and a half. So 24 plus 12, 36 hours almost. My friend did send me. Interestingly enough, he, instead of the requested $30, he gave me $40. And he said he also has some other projects in the future, and he would like to me keep a schedule. So, we are printing the Ninetale thing. Yeah. You know, I actually didn't think he would take me up on that offer, but I'm not complaining. He gave me $10 for more material. It's just time, I guess. So, also, PLA Pro. Now, they did say, the forums, that this is much, much better than regular PLA. It did cost me $5 more, which, I mean, $25 to buy 4 rolls of this stuff is $100. So, I mean, that ain't bad, but with all the testing I'm doing, I'm probably going to roll through 3. Yeah. I also am interested in creating a crisp vector receiver. I will probably die. But that also came up into one of my projects. I'm just wondering how much of a gun I can turn into plastic before shit starts going wrong. We're at that point of insanity. So come join me on a fun little adventure. I hope my tube idea goes well. I mean, really all it is just fucking keeping the shells from moving forward when they're not supposed to. Which, I mean, it's easy. You just create little tiny flanges on it that hold on until they meet resistance and like, ah shit, boop, and they open up for you. There will be a lot of trial and error on that side because I can't do physics. I have tried in the past. It has not worked out well or in my favor in the slightest. It just doesn't work with me, I guess. But if it works, design issues is that because of how I'm building this, is that you can't, with the pump back, you can't feed it in. That's probably a problem, maybe. The reason why is because, well, if you close down, you're just going to be, putting the thing into the chamber. And that's not quite well. I don't think the chamber could hold more than 5 shells. So, this has got to be forward. So, that is one design, that's one advantage that they have over mine, is because I'm building mine for older model pump shotguns. Theirs is for semi and others where they actually have like a load gate instead of just using the bottom of the bolt like I do. So when the bolt's back, my load gate's gone. I only got these flimsy little things. Which, I mean, I guess they could work in a sense, but you'd have to hold it at exactly the right angle. Like right here. And then, maybe, but even then, I wouldn't trust it. You'll just be deforming the actual prongs that eject the shell, which I would not suggest in the slightest. And then, it actually receives a shell. So, I also got some dummy 12 gauge rounds. They are a bit heavier than the regular 12 gauge that I have lying around here. So that would be harder to actually facilitate a simulation of what I need. But I'm working with a harder parameter, so that means that these should work fucking flawlessly with a regular 12 gauge shotgun shell. But that's where I am now. So I gotta go to work here. Probably the next 10 minutes. Wish me luck. I don't want to be there. But they are paying for my addiction. I just hope I can work hard enough to where I can convince other people to let me stay at home and write CAD for them so they can 3D print their shotgun shells. Stuff like that. That is my dream. Unfortunately, I have yet to live it. Other ideas. I am also going back to college. Hooray! Well, I've been to college already, but I'm going back to it because I failed out of it. What I'm doing there? I'm going to learn some coding. I've been looking into the software on this guy, and I got some ideas, all of which are probably bad. But, that's the fun part about ideas, is you're going to find out if they're worthwhile. And also, I checked Arduino, and it's in a different language, so I would like to get some more education on that. And I also like some formal education on C++, because that fucker is a nightmare, let me tell you. Currently my programming experience is only in Java and Python, and then I think it's something else. Even then, only that I did Hello World and then some method calls in there. So, not quite amazing. I gotta work that out. Unfortunately, I'm working with limited resources, considering the fact that my computer is outdated by nearly 3 years. Wonderful. Definitely going to be a challenge because so far it's already had a hard time slicing that G code. So I can only imagine what would happen when I do the Ninetales because I have yet to do that. That's going to probably take 30 minutes to slice. So, hope you enjoy it, friend. I really do. Um, More impressed by this. I'm just for fun. I'm gonna take a little bit of sandpaper and even out the edges where the supports were. For you. Send me more money, please. I will print anything you want. Just give me like 10% markup. I'm joking. Thank you for all your help, especially with this when I had troubles with the first layer. He kindly suggested that I turn down my print rate from what I usually do, 60 millimeters per second, down to 25 or 30. One of those two. Anyway, I did. It's working fantastic. It's at a feed rate of 65%. After the first 10 layers, I believe I will slowly and incrementally speed it up. What? Yeah, let's check on it. Fuck yeah. Also, I have changed my build plate. So instead of working with this unrefined, uneven, magnetic, who the fuck are we? Monkeys around here? We use glass, which has a higher flatness rate, and let me tell you, that stuff comes off. I literally just use my fingernail, and boom, it comes off. I don't gotta use the scraper no more. And this guy actually got burned off. How do you do that with stuff that's meant to withstand nearly 100 degrees Celsius, not fucking Fahrenheit, Celsius of heat? I don't understand either, but it did. Like, how? How did I manage that? So we got glass on there now, which, oh my god, I have been living with my eyes blind. I have seen the light. I am probably going to get a bad auto leveler and then make the springs a little tougher on there. And then randomly print covers for it. I don't know. We're crazy, but yeah, like I said. Probably, maybe, I don't know, by Wednesday or Friday. I don't know, I gotta work 4 10s. I don't know if I got it in me. I will have an update on the shotgun cat thing. I'm probably gonna get rid of some of my games on my computer now too. I mean, what should I start with? World of Warcraft? I haven't played my character in probably 2 years. I wonder if he's still retired. I left him in a lake. He's fishing still, probably. Kind of makes me almost sad, but at the same time, I realize how much time I wasted on him, and I'm like, yeah, he deserved it. Fucker kept on dying no matter what. War tank. Ugh. Never roll a warrior tank, man. Like, as soon as you go questing, shit does not go your way. You could take damage, yeah, but try dealing it. Ugh, God. What am I even talking about? How did I get on World of Warcraft? Yeah, I'm probably gonna delete it. Blizzard, also fuck you. Can't believe you changed Burning Crusade Classic. I don't know how you fucked that up, but you managed. And I am appalled. Also, I have a life, and I can't keep up with robots that don't eat or sleep. That is quite literally impossible, so the gold economy isn't played. Why am I talking about the game economy of a game that I haven't played for 2 years? I am still salty about it, yes. But that's fine. I'm printing... Nah, I just live in somebody's basement. Sometimes I need reality checks, and this is definitely one of them. But anyway, this was supposed to be a 10-minute video. It's gone on twice that long. We'll update you later. I gotta go to work. Peace.